Welcome to Westlake Golf Club near the southern tip of Africa. In today's video, we're forced to make some clutch putts, attack par 5s in 2, take in the beauty of this club, and let's just say the putter got hot by the end of the round.
Come on, man, let's go. Oh. Gentlemen, okay, so we just pulled up to Westlake Golf Club in Cape Town, South Africa, right on the other side of the mountain. And beautiful course. I haven't played here in a couple of years, but it's always in fantastic nick. So I'm sure today will be no exception. So we're just going to check in to the pro shop and then I will check you guys on the first tee box. Let's do this.
So we will be voicing over the first 5 holes today because I unfortunately had my mic turned off. That was a bit of a mistake on my end, but the live commentary will pick back up on hole 6. Hole 1 at Westlake, we have a straightforward par 4, around 370 meters long. There's out of bounds on the right side of this hole, so one does need to favor the left side. And because it's the first hole of the day, I decided to just hit an easy 3-iron down there on the left side. And fortunately came off perfectly off the face, little draw, sitting absolutely perfectly for our second shot in on this hole. So for our second shot here on hole number 1, we had the ball sitting slightly above my feet. Now I am a natural drawer of the ball, so this set up perfectly for me. Decided to just aim on the right edge of the green and allow the ball to fall to the left. I was a little in between clubs, which caused some uncertainty. But as we can see here, the shot came off dead straight, but caught it a little fat, so it ended up being just a touch short. Now the chip we were left with was a very simple one, had more than enough greens, so we didn't have to hit a high flop, but rather just a normal flight to chip. Was just trying to make sure I had a very clear landing spot that I could focus on. I really wanted to make sure that we would just be walking off the first hole with a par in hand and we could get our round off and running. Now I caught this chip just a touch fat, but actually landed on the collar and released right next to the pin, so it worked out perfectly. Just tapped that one in, par, off to the second hole. That's all we needed. Hole number 2 at Westlake is quite a severe dogleg left par 4. It's not the longest hole by any means at 370 off the tips, but an accurate tee shot is definitely a must. So once again, I just had my 3-iron in hand, just trying to sling a little draw down there on the right side and give myself a good look in. Now I did start this a little bit more left than I had in mind, but fortunately I didn't get too bad of a bounce and we were still going to have a good attempt in on the screen. So you might not be able to see it from this angle, but the green is behind those trees there on the left. And I basically had no choice other than to try and hook the shot as much as possible. Now luckily I do practice this shot very often on the range, so I was pretty confident with it, had a decent lie. Unfortunately, didn't hook quite enough, ended up hitting one of those trees there, dropped straight down, and we were forced to try and up and down again for the par. Now for this chip we had around 27 meters or so. Didn't have the best of lies, but once again we fortunately had quite a lot of green to work with. So we didn't have to risk hitting a very high flop shot in here. So I was really just focused on making sure I accelerated through the shot because with the lie that I had, I knew I could very, very easily duff this one. The shot came off the toe of my club somehow. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I was pretty happy. It could have been much worse, honestly, with that strike. So I had about 10 feet left for the par. Now the putt we had left was a pretty easy 10-footer with not too much break on it. Was a little downhill, so just needed to make sure that I started this one on line and it would have a pretty good chance of dropping. The putter was feeling good during my relatively quick warm-up, so confidence was high at the time. Ended up leaving it just a touch short, unfortunately. Tap in for the bogey, onto hole number 3. One of the easier holes on the front nine here at Westlake, a 146 meter par 3 third hole. I believe I took my 9-iron because it's a touch downhill and it was a very hot afternoon, so the ball was flying maybe an extra 2 or 3 meters. Again, aiming on the right edge of the green, trying to hit my stock little draw in there. Came out online, unfortunately with no draw, and ended up being just right of the green and chipping once again for the bird. Now I had a pretty difficult chip ahead of me here. I could tell the green was very fast and straight downhill from the angle I was at. I knew I had to hit a very delicate little chip that lands soft, and I had to try to get as much spin on it as possible to allow myself an easy putt for par. So picked my landing spot, landed basically exactly where I wanted it to, and it just kept going. The one benefit being along on this chip is I knew I'd have a very simple putt coming back up. Had about 6.5 feet left for the par here. Luckily, I paid very close attention as the ball was rolling past, so I was very confident in my line on this putt going back up the hill. Was basically just a cup outside the right, and I had to be committed and just hit it firm. Luckily snuck in on the right edge and was only 1 over going into the 4th hole, which is a very easy par 5. Hole 4 is 496 meters long, so would take 2 brilliant shots to get on and have a look at eagle. There's not too much danger on this tee box besides the 2 fairway bunkers out there, which are basically perfectly situated to catch my drives, as they're around 240 to 260 meters from the tee box. So I just have to focus up on this one. Luckily hit a beautiful tee shot, caught this one really good. Ended up missing both the bunkers, was just in the right rough. So had around 240 meters left to the pin on this one, and luckily I've always been pretty confident hitting driver off the deck, and because this hole is quite wide, even up near the green, I thought it was worth the risk to take this one on. Obviously the lie was pretty good, sitting up in the rough, so just aimed up the right side, and fortunately caught this one pretty good. Not amazing, but we ended up being just short and just right of the green. Had about 30 meters left to the pin from this position. Honestly, wasn't too bad of a spot to be in because our lie came out pretty decent and we still had more than enough green to put this one close. And honestly, at this point in the round, I was really wanting to get this one up and down so we could get back to level. Caught it a little fat. Kind of hit the collar and released a little bit more than I thought it would, so we kind of got away with one there. So walking up to this shot, I knew we were looking at a great chance for birdie. Really wasn't a hard putt by any means. Little right to lefter, and I knew by making this one we would set ourselves up nicely to have a good finish, as the last few holes in this 9 are pretty easy. Wanted to make sure I didn't leave this one short, so put a good solid stroke on it and luckily found the bottom of the cup. So that's a birdie, and on to the next hole. We were at level par. The 5th hole at Westlake is another short but tight par 4 around 290 meters long. So once again took out my trusty 3-iron, was aiming up the right side on this one and trying to play to my game and hit another draw onto this hole. Was focusing on trying not to get stuck behind the ball and block this right. Fortunately came off okay. Didn't quite turn this one over, so ended up being just in the right rough. The second shot in on this hole, I was a little in between clubs. I believe I had 93 meters to the pin, and because I was on a slight uphill, I thought if I hit my 105 meter club, which is my sand wedge, that it should end up flying a little bit higher, but also carrying a little shorter. Struck it beautifully, came off exactly how I wanted it to. However, it was a little long, so ended up being just over the back of the green in the fringe, but was able to putt it fortunately. Now I was left with quite a tricky putt from this position. Had about 25 feet to go, but braking heavily from right to left and severely downhill. So just had to make sure I had a very clear spot in mind that I was going to aim and putt to. And after I found that spot, I just had to remain confident and put a solid stroke on it. Now, luckily I did that, just missed it, and just had to clean up the par, which I nearly missed, horseshoeing around the hole there. That's why I'm laughing. But let's go back to live commentary, guys.
Oh, guys, I am kicking myself for not realizing the mic was off. Yeah, 159 meters to the pin, back pin, being short is perfectly fine. So I'm gonna hit my 150 meter club, which is my 8 iron. So I'm gonna do that. Little draw down there will be perfect. Well, obviously just gonna wait for those guys to get off the green, but little baby draw will be perfect. We're gonna aim on the right edge of the green, little draw, look how land where that guy is now, and then it should release hopefully to the pin. Oh yeah. Oh, just be the number. Go ball. Go ball. Looks like it's middle green. Expected. Didn't want to risk hitting the 7 and then, you know, maybe catching it a little thin and it lands, bounce over the green. That would be terrible. So that shot pretty much ended up exactly how we had it drawn out. But, you know, little lengthy putt now to go. Maybe 20 to 25-ish feet. We've got a par 5 coming up now. So if we can make a par, we can get to 1 under on the next. We'll be sitting perfectly. Right to left quite a bit. Ignore my line. I usually just put it down in a general vicinity and then I adjust it from there when I have a long putt like this. Do it, do it. Oh! Oof, that nearly went in, guys. Oh, maybe hit it a little too aggressively, but it was a good putt regardless. Firm, firm, just left of center. Yep, that's fine. Par it is. Off to a par 5 now. Hopefully make a bird. Okay, so par 5 now, definitely reachable. This one's only, where is it? Oh, there, 256 meters to the green. I think it's to the center of the green actually. So good drive, and we'll be able to get on in 2. We're gonna have to go on the aggressive line out over there, over that tree there, in between that bunker and the one further right. That's gonna be our target line. But honestly, we just need to bomb it down there. We're gonna be able to find it regardless. I think we'd have to get very, very unlucky to not be able to go for it in 2. So let me get my drive. All right, guys, they have cleared now, so we are free to go. We're just gonna absolutely nuke one down there. Let's try to put a good strike on it and then we'll be good. Yeah, that's good. If anything, it's just left of the fairway. Yeah, that's fine there. Be able to get on it too easily now. Okay, we are going to easily be able to get on in 2 here. We have 200 meters to the pin. It's middle green. So I think we're just going to take my 190 meter club, which is my 4 iron, and just sling a little draw down there. And yeah, we'll hopefully have an eagle look. I've got my 4 iron in hand, so it should not be able to carry all the way there. If anything, if I strike it well, we'll be, we'll be just a little short, but on the green hopefully. I'm gonna aim probably about 15 to 20 meters right of this pin and just turn through this ball really aggressively. Get a little draw. Oh guys, that is so good. Oh my goodness. Be good. Oh! I'll show you guys, I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, that was perfect. flew all the way there. Boom! Oh, eagle look. Guys, we played that one to perfection. Like a bullet, hard draw, landed right over here. So probably landed at about 193, 94 meters. It's about 10 feet. 10 feet for the eagle. Yeah, this is just more than a cup outside right. Flat putt, not even really that uphill or downhill. Very, very easy putt. So let's do it. Hold. Oh. Ooh. It was a good roll, I just didn't give it enough speed for that line. But we'll take a bird, that's no problem. Right guys, so we have another very, very short par 4 now. Very, very birdieable. So if we can just give ourselves a look on our second shot here, that'd be fantastic. But first things first, we need to get this down the fairway. Very, very short, but also quite narrow. So I just got my 4-iron, put ourselves in a good spot. Can't think too much about it. Got to pick a very, very small target and just commit to that. I'm a very, very firm believer in aim small, miss small. So I like looking out at something very, very far in the distance. I'll literally, it might even be like something on the top of that mountain over there. And once I align myself with it there and I set up next to the ball like this, when I look up, I'm looking at that tiny target. So I can block out all the danger and I only see my target. Yeah, up the left side, but it's in the fairway. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be good there. So unfortunately, we did not hit the fairway. I thought we made it, but I think it took a bad bounce to the left. But if anything, the angle's even better here, so we can still attack this pin. We have 106 meters to the pin. That's my full sand wedge. My full sand wedge is 105 meters, and there's basically no wind to speak of right now. So full stock standard sand wedge should be perfect. We'll try let it fall softly because the green does slope a little bit left to right. Sit. Caught it a little thin, but it's dead on line. Sit. Oof. I think we're a little deep because I hit it thin, but we're good. It landed basically just over the pin. Unfortunately, guys, we ended up 25 feet past, but fortunately I got some good spin still somehow, so it didn't end up rolling further away. Uphill, right to left, about at least 2 feet of break on this one. Can be aggressive on this. Looking good, guys, looking good. Come on. Come on, man, let's go. Oh my goodness. Woo, 2 under. Going up the last. All right, guys, last hole now. Oh man, that putt was big. That was big. That puts us 2 under. And I mean, other than the first video, I have not played this well. So it's nice to turn it up again a little bit and make some birds, because my putter has been ice cold recently, but today has just been working well. So we have a short par 4 now. Just got an iron again in my hand. Just put it down the left side and then we'll hit like a little wedge on, maybe make a 3rd birdie, get to 3 under. I lost it. It sounded good. I think we're up the right side. I think we're good. I'm gonna watch the replay on the video and see which vicinity or area was going in. All right, so unfortunately we're not in the best of spots here. I checked the replay and we were up on the right side. I thought it felt like it was going a little right off the face, but tricky shot now. Pin is, I'll kind of highlight it for you guys, but I have to hit like a high fade around these trees to get there. I've got 111 to the pin, I can just see it. Ball below my feet on a slight uphill. I'm gonna take my 130 club, grip down, and try to hit it high and let it fade to the right. Should be good then. So again, I got 111 to the pin. I got my 130 meter club, gripping down, hitting it soft and easy. I'm just gonna let it fade. Should be perfect then. Go, go ball. Caught it a little fat, but we are on the green. Looks like we're on the front, or we're just short. I actually can't tell. I think we're on the front of the green. Right guys, so I've walked to the back to place you guys there, but we ended up way short actually. We have about a 60-foot putt coming up now guys. I've already placed you there because I didn't want to have another shot into the sun. That would... Sit ball, hit the pin, hit the pin, hit the pin. Oh my goodness. We smashed that one past. We have like 10 feet to go now. Oh man. Wow guys, that was atrocious. Unfortunately, completely misjudged that one. Yeah, we got about 10 feet to go. All right, this is for the par. This is for a 34, which would still be fantastic. So nope. Damn it. It's a bogey. All right, 1 under. We'll take it, we'll take it. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. That was really fun. I really enjoyed it out there. A 1 under par is fantastic, especially after the start. The putter was on fire. So thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I've got some exciting things planned coming up, and we're going to be playing on some beautiful courses. So I really look forward to it. Have a great day, and I will check you guys in the next video. Cheers.